Thunder, thunder, from thunder to third earth, we answer to the call. With the sword of omens, we will never fall. Cheetah speed and Panthro strength, we're ready. ThunderCats are on the move.
Hey hero fans, this is Todd. So today we're going to open up more ThunderCats. Hopefully I'm going to open up 3 of them in this video. So it'll be a little bit longer video for you, and I'll put spots so you know where to go chapter wise for each figure. So first off, I have finished my custom Snarf. And we realized Snarf had to be approximately 3 inches tall to match the cartoon. So let's take a look here and see how close we are. And looks like he's pretty close there to his 3 inches. So that's pretty cool. That's what I was going for. Just for kicks, let's go ahead and pull out our calipers. And let's just see how tall he is. And foot to ear. Right around there. Just under 3 inches. So that's pretty cool. I wanted to make him just a tad bit shorter so his head would still match. So there we go. And you can see the difference between the different bodies. They're so much smaller. So there is my cool new Snarf. And his head still is articulated, but that's the only thing that's articulated on him. I figure, you know what? He's just going to sit around as a background piece. And when we get our official Snarf, that'll be cool. But for right now, he's my fill-in Snarf. Fill-in Snarf. Anyway, you can see I got them all painted. All ready to go. Cool. Anyway, that's enough of Snarf. Let's go ahead and get some ThunderCats open. ThunderCats, ho! Now, I've already opened Lionel, so let's just go and set this box aside. And let's go ahead and open Panthro. Now, I did not get the ThunderCats cartoon for my birthday like I was hoping, so I still am not all caught up on the ThunderCats mythos, but I plan on getting you the DVDs or getting Hulu or something so I can start watching them. So when I talk ThunderCats, I'll actually know what I'm talking about better. Now, as a kid, I always watched the cartoons and I enjoyed it, but I didn't really engulf myself in them, so I don't really know the whole lore. I just kind of watched the cat guy running around, trying to kill some mummy guy, and some mummy guy defending himself, and whatever it may be, as the cats invade Third Earth. Oh, look at that. That is cool. He is like the man-at-arms of ThunderCats. Look at that. Extra head. Some cool little accessories. I don't know what they are. It's like a wrench or something. Maybe an explosive type cap thing. I guess it's a communicator. Some kind of oil gun or actual laser gun. It's like a key that's bent. Must be for the tank. And then we have his weapons. Alright, so let's go ahead and get him out of the box. Let's open the bottom, because I like to do it that way, so I don't destroy the box at all, because these boxes are really nice. Alright, so first thing out of the bat, we have a weapon with real chain. You guys know how I feel about real chains. Chains ruin paint jobs on figures, so I may be replacing that. Hold on a second. Alright, so I do have this set right here that I got from the smaller ThunderCats, the 5.5. Now the shafts are shorter, so it does kind of stink. I may have to replace that chain with something else later, but we'll talk about that in a future video. So, let me get my scissors out. Let's cut this guy out of here. Well, I do see some elastic around his leg, but just pull that around. Let's get him out of here. All right. That is so cool. Looks like the armor is removable, so that's nice. This armor does feel kind of strange. It reminds me kind of the rubbery foam stuff we saw with Vicor and his belt piece that he had. So that's a very similar feeling to that. It's not attached to shorts, so that's great. So let's talk about articulation. We have ankle articulation. He's got some straps around the back of his boots. That's cool and new. The knees bend and the legs move just like any other figure we've seen. He's got the ab crunch, and his crunch does work really well through the armor. That is really cool. Wait a second. His ab crunch is different on this. Okay, this armor's coming off so we can see what his ab crunch looks like underneath here. I guess it is the same. It just felt different. It looked different through the armor. Okay, let's put that back together. You can get your clothes back on, man. I'm so glad they did not glue the armor on. I always hate when companies do that. It's like, why? Why? Fit. Oh well, I'll fix that later. Alright, and his head's removable, and it does come off easy. It's got the wider, bigger hole, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and try out the other head. Oh, weird. Look. The bottom of these are made different. One's got the insert, and one is the solid head. Interesting. So I'm guessing this is the Mattel mold, and this is the new Super7 mold. There we go. Angry Panthro. And he does feel kind of rubbery. His wrists move as well. The color is not perfect match across his hands to his wrist. I like this one as a cuff so you can't see. The colors don't match totally. Bicep, shoulder, and he's got all the articulation. And he's got the cool little toes in his boots. So there we go. Let's take a look. You've already seen his all accessories. Let's try to put his goggles on when he's working or sleeping. Don't bother me, man. Oh, he's just yawning there. Good night. All right, so that is Panthro. Sorry about that. Does he have any extra hands? Oh, here's his extra hands and extra parts. Look at that. He does have lots of extra hands, just like Lion-O did, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and swap out one of his right hands for a holding hand, so he can hold his weapon. Let's take this blue handle here. Stick that in his hand. Hold it, man. Let's take his spinning force. Oh, that's cool. It's kind of see-through too. Look, they painted some light red in the middle, so it kind of has a blur effect to it. That's really cool. I'm so good, I can do this blindfolded. If he spins it fast enough, he can fly too, like a helicopter. Okay, he can't fly. All right, there we go, man. There is Panthro. I kind of wish they would have made him a little more beefier than the other figures. Maybe not as beefy as Ram Man, but a little more beefy since he's supposed to be a little bigger. He is shorter and stockier, but that's okay. I kind of expected him to be the same body type as all the rest, so no problem there. I did like that the other ThunderCats we saw that are coming out, they actually have different body types. That is really cool, so that'll be fun. All right, let's go ahead and set him aside. And let's open up Jackalman. Jackalman. Ugh. Now, why I love these figures is obviously they fit in perfectly with the He-Man Classics line. They have a lot of the same body parts. And so for me, that is a huge plus. Now, I actually did get the Mattel ones as well. I just never opened them because I knew these were coming. And so I didn't want to... Oh, look at that. Look at the sculpted fur on this. That is amazing. Look at that head. That is so cool. I love the alternate head on this one. And his green shorts, those are really cool. I wish I would have got 2 of these because that'd be a great one to use for making customs and stuff. Same with his armor too. That is great custom fodder. I wonder if the fur is attached to the armor. If it is, that kind of stinks. But if it's not, that is really great. Check out the cool arm piece here too for blocking and stuff. And the gun, that is really cool. All right, let's get him out of here. This guy's neat. I should have got more than one of this guy, definitely. I didn't think he'd be so cool from looking at the pictures. Alright, Jackalman. And he also has 2 layers of crud. Look at that, he's got a cool giant battle axe. Or axe. I don't know if it's considered a battle axe or not. I think it's one-sided. I suppose it's still a battle axe. So now I wish I had my Beastman out so I can compare him to the Beastman. Because he does look a lot like a lot of the same features you saw in Beastman. But these are not Beastman's feet. I can tell these are different than his feet. So those are new feet. I don't know what the rest of the parts though. Some look like they may have been reused parts. I'm not sure. But that arm thing's so cool. You can see that now. He's coming to fight him and blocks it with the arm thing. So, very cool. Anyway, Jackalman seems to have the same articulation as the other guys. And yes, his fur is attached to his armor. Bummer. Let's pull his head off. And this is just like the one you saw on Panthro, where the inside of the head has the insert. And the other one, let's take a look at this. His ears are caught in there. This one is a solid. I like the solid one way better. Ugh. Oh, that looks so cool. Like I found one of my new favorite figures. Man, this is one cool figure. I'm going to have to get another one of these. Super7, you outdid yourself. Excellent job on this one. Lots of cool accessories. What are you doing? Alright. So you got one figure left to open, and that is Mumm-Ra. Let's take a look at the accessories really quick. He comes with a big giant club. Sorry, I should have shown you guys some of this stuff. Big old guns, extra hands. Not as many hands as the other one, but he's got quite a lot of cool features. Their fingers are very rubbery, so just know that when you get it, that it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Let's swap his arm out. I like when they have at least one hand that can hold accessories. There we go. And we'll stick in this giant wooden spoon. Who has a club with just one spike in it? You got to aim that just right every time. I guess if it bounces off somebody's head, it doesn't come back and spike you on the other side. So I guess maybe that's the theory behind it. Alright. How cool is that? Man, this guy's cool looking. This would be a fun one to customize to make some kind of a, I don't know, like a Battle Cat or Panthro or something else. So cool. Alright, you guys. One left to open. And that is our Mumm-Ra. So let's go ahead and get him open. So on to Mumm-Ra. Mumm-Ra, the ever-living. So here's the box. Let's go ahead and open this up. Oop. That's how I lose parts. Knocking them down on the ground. Now this Mumm-Ra is the small one before he transforms. And it's supposed to come with some extra parts. Let's take a look at this. Oh, that is cool. There he is. Extra head. Some cool things. Another Book of Omens. And the bottom, you can see he's got a cloth cape. And it looks like he has some extra hands back there too. Let's go ahead and open him up. Come out of there. It's got some crazy evil staff. That makes Skeletor's staff look pretty lame. The evil staff of, I don't know, we'll just call it the evil staff of reckoning. If you know the name of the staff, put it in the comments. Again, I don't know enough about ThunderCats yet. But I'm working on it. I'll learn more. Oh, I tossed the hands on the ground. Hang on to the hands for a little bit. And let's get them out of there. So his cape is kind of soft, rubbery. So that's really nice. Now you can see he is quite a lot shorter than the regular ThunderCats, because obviously he's a little mummy. So there you go. Well, he's got different articulation. Let's go and break it down. So first he has a foot articulation. Then he has knee joints, and he has a twist in the knee too. They developed it a little differently. And then he has some hip movement. On the other side, looks like it repeats. And then his elbow has the same type of articulation as his knee. So that's really handy. He's kind of stuck inside that cloak. And then on this side, looks like it's the same. Looks like you have to pull his head off in order to get that cape off. So let's go ahead and yank his head out of there. Come on, Mumm-Ra, the ever-living. There we go. Ugh. Actually, it looks like he's almost monkey-like. Do you guys know if he's supposed to be monkey-like or is he human? Alright, so if you don't take the head off, you're not going to get the cape out of there, it looks like. I don't know, do you a pretty tight fit? Maybe you can. So let's take a look at the shoulder. And he's got his mummy wrappings around there, so you can't move it too far. And his other shoulder can go a lot higher. Again, this is nice and soft and flimsy, so you don't have to worry about it hindering the articulation. And he comes with a cloth cape. And the cloth cape feels like it has a wire in it. So it has a wire going all the way around. And it looks like it's the same kind of scenario. You got to keep his head off to get him in there. There's even a wire in the hood. Weird. So if you like soft goods, he's got the soft goods going on. Oop. Oh, it's a magic trick. He vanished. Oh, he just fell through. There you go. And while we're at it, let's go and stick on the other head. And just like we saw with the other figures, you can see the original head has the insert, and the new head is just a hole with a small bushing in it. And there's the difference in the front. Okay, come on, Mumm-Ra. Stick your head in there. There we go. And then we have Little Red Riding Hood. And of course, you can do some really cool things with the wires. Like it's blowing aside or whatever. Now I'm debating if I want the cloth cape or if I want the soft goods rubber cape. Actually, put this side down, put this side up. Well, that's interesting. His leg is shaped so it does not really close up very well. I think it might be by design. Have his crazy legs sticking out. And then of course I got my Mumm-Ra custom for after he transforms. Oh! So, there we go. We've opened them all. Hey, where's his sword? He doesn't have his cool two-fisted blade. Like this. I guess it'll probably come with the big figure. Never mind. I'll have to wait until they release the big one coming out in the other future waves. See if he has his two-fisted blade. He does have this strange little... So post in the comments if you guys know, what the heck is this? Is this like the ashes of his loved one or some crazy thing? Don't touch the alabaster jar. He has a Book of Omens as well. His does not open either. It would have been kind of a fun little surprise if it did. Still cool. And then of course he has his snake thing. That's like his sword thing without the sword sticking out of it. So I imagine they probably grow out of there. Just like we see everything else kind of transforming. Alright. There we go. Now we have our ThunderCats. I cannot wait until the next waves come out. I'm really excited. Right now, this is my Chitara? I don't know how you say her name. But eventually we'll get the real one. That'd be so cool. Instead of all my customs, I'll have the actual real ones. That'll be great. So when these 4 get replaced, that will be so cool. I believe she's coming out next wave. So I'll have her. I think Slice coming out next wave too. Slithe. Is that his name? And then I can't remember if Mumm-Ra's coming out next wave or the wave after. And again, we have no idea when Snarf's coming out. Snarf. Alright, you guys. Thanks for watching. That's all I got. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video.
ThunderCats.